Most people associate power with individuals. A founder, a leader, a recognizable figure connected to outcomes. But the most durable systems rarely depend on a single person. Because individuals leave, roles change, visibility fades, and still, the structure continues operating. The network holds. At a certain scale, systems stop functioning through direct control. They begin functioning through continuity. Relationships stabilize. Structures repeat themselves. Decision-making becomes distributed across the environment itself. The system no longer requires constant intervention, because over time, the infrastructure absorbs the logic of the people who built it, and eventually, continuity becomes automatic. Most people never see the network itself, only its visible outcomes. An acquisition, an institution, a shift in influence that appears sudden from the outside. But underneath, there are decades of accumulated proximity, shared environments, repeated alignment, quiet coordination across long periods of time, because the visible layer is often the smallest part of the structure. Strong networks rarely announce themselves. Visibility creates friction, pressure, speculation, instability introduced from the outside. So mature systems begin operating differently, not hidden, embedded, integrated into institutions, into relationships, into environments that appear ordinary to everyone outside them. Because the strongest structures rarely require attention to remain influential. The most advanced systems are designed to survive transition. Leadership changes. Generations change. Markets reorganize themselves. And still, the network continues operating. Because influence was never concentrated in one individual alone. It was distributed across a stable structure capable of preserving itself through change. And preservation is where continuity becomes power. At this level, power is no longer defined by expansion or visibility or constant movement. It becomes persistence, a structure capable of remaining operational without urgency, without interruption, without the need for continuous visibility. Eventually, the system stops reacting to the environment. The environment begins reacting to the system. But networks alone are no longer sufficient. Because influence is increasingly shaped by something less visible still. Information. Who controls it? Who filters it? Who remains invisible inside its flow? The next systems, will not be defined by territory or movement or proximity. They will be defined by perception itself. In the next season, we examine the invisible infrastructures that shape information, silence, and digital influence.